What is going on, YouTube? It's your boy Rude Money, back living a better sweet life. And man, today we have an update, man. We have an update on the 5 Series. Last time y'all saw that the 5 Series had to go back to the shop, and it did, and obviously I got it back because I'm in it now. So I'm gonna tell y'all a little bit about what's been going on, what I got planned, some of the things that are actually happening relatively soon, and some of the things that I already tried doing or have done and things like that. So y'all stay tuned, man. Check out the video and let me know if y'all want to see anything in particular regarding this build specifically. Let's get to it. All right, y'all. So the very first thing I want to get into, man, is what happened to the car where we kind of left off. There's a lot of smoke and a lot of glare. There's a lot of sun coming in, covering my face. Can y'all see me? Like a smoke screen in here. I'm about to disappear on y'all, and y'all not even gonna know what happened. Nah, let me stop. Put a Batman on y'all. Just disappear and shit. Technical difficulties, y'all. Technical difficulties. But anyways, so yeah. Right now, or the last time we spoke, the actual car wasn't running right. It wasn't running right. I wasn't getting fuel pressure reading, and I wasn't getting any of that. Now, I'm not 100% sure that I do have fuel pressure reading because I still haven't tested it, and that's just me, I guess, being lazy or whatever it is, but I haven't tested it yet. Now, the car is turning on better, and it's running better, so I'm assuming it is. So what happened was, I don't know if y'all seen that or not, but I got a carbon fiber trunk. My carbon fiber trunk is actually from Sabon, whatever. Some of y'all might know them, some of y'all may not, but they are one of the bigger carbon fiber companies here in the States, right? So I did put on a Sabon carbon fiber trunk, and there's no way that I could align it properly. Like, there's no way that I could align it properly. The right side of it was actually lifted up more, so there was water going in. As there's water going in, it's going into the side where the EKP and the fuel pump relay are at. I guess so much water got into the fuel pump relay that the little tabs or the little connectors got rusted, and it was no longer working. So my fuel pump really wasn't working properly, and that's why my secondary fuel pump wasn't actually turning on. That's what I was told over at the shop. So yeah, I will test it. Now that we're doing this here today, we are here now. I am going to be testing it. I don't know if I'm going to get that test out on camera for y'all, just because it's really nothing crazy. It's just connecting my laptop. It's just literally connecting my laptop to my reflex, and then I just need to see if I actually have fuel pressure reading. If I have fuel pressure reading, then I can contact my tuner, let them know that we're good. So that was one thing. We resolved that. But right before I actually had dropped off the car, because I got a new drag pack, I wanted to get the tires, I wanted to get the wheels balanced. All right, so I tried to get the wheels balanced. They balanced the wheels, and my car's still shaking, so I'm like, okay, maybe it's not the balancing of the wheels. Once I get the car back and I'm driving, I hear tick, 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 tick. It's literally metal on metal, non-stop metal on metal. And I was like, what is this? Like, what in the world is this noise? So I go back to the shop that did the balancing. And mind you, right before I even went to the shop that did the balancing, I did a pull. So I was like, okay, maybe that pull did something to the car, and I didn't hear it while driving to the actual tire shop because it was really down the street. Like, where I did my pull was literally 2 minutes away from where the tire shop was. So I was like, whatever. I just took the car, dropped it off, got the tires balanced, and then came back, picked up the car, tried driving it, and then I started hearing that tick, 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 tick noise. So I was like, that's crazy. I take it back to the tire shop. They drive it with me. They heard the noise. They put it back onto the lift, and they're like, yo, we don't see where this issue is coming from. It's either your hub or it's your axle. And I'm like, that's crazy. But knowing that I had already just did a pull previously, I was like, well, maybe, just maybe, I messed up an axle. Not a big thing, because I already got some upgraded axles from the drive shaft shop, just not installed, but I do have them. So I was like, okay, whatever, it's no big deal. If they are the axles, I'll just go ahead and replace them. I'm good to go. So whatever, I thought about it. I was like, okay, no big deal. So I hit up my friend that's a mechanic, that he does mechanical work, just not performance work. So he doesn't really work on my 5 Series, but he could do simple things like maybe change an axle, a drive shaft, so on and so forth. So I hit him up. Yo, my car's making a noise. Can you pinpoint what the noise is? And if they are in fact the axles, well, I'll just have you install my axles. He looked at the car. He said it was the axles. I said, okay. All right, cool, whatever. No big deal. How much you going to charge me to change the axles? He charged me too much. So I was like, nah, I'm good. You know, like, thank you, but no thank you. I appreciate it, but just way too high for my budget right now. I hit up my other boy that's a little further down. He's about 30 minutes from me, and he charged me significantly cheaper. So I was like, okay, I'm going to do it with you. So I go over there. I take my axles. I'm ready to go, ready to put in the axles. He looks at the car. He lifts it up. He's like, bro, your axles are not the issue. I was like, what do you mean? I've been told by 2 people or 2 shops that it's the axle. He's like, bro, it's not the axles. There's no play on your axles. Your axles not moving. They're making no noise. It's not your axles. So you're going to change your axles for no reason. And originally, I want to change my axles when I get my drive shaft, because I have to replace the drive shaft anyways and get an upgraded drive shaft. And in order to do that, the axles need to come out. So it didn't really make sense for me to actually spend more money in trying to just replace axles and then go back in and replace the drive shaft. That's me spending double the money. So it didn't really make sense to me. So I was like, all right, cool. What is it? It seems like it may have been that when they were mounting the wheels and tires back on the car, they rested it on the back plate, that aluminum plate that's behind the actual brakes. Once they pushed it into place, I didn't hear the noise no more. Like, I don't hear it anymore. Not to say that it's 100% fixed, because as the tires were going, I was hearing a small noise while it was on the lift. I just can't 100% confirm it was the same noise that I was hearing before. So I don't hear that metal on metal anymore. And it started, and you could really hear it at 20 miles per hour and up. Now I'm going 50 miles per hour, 60 miles per hour. I'm really not hearing it. So could be that the issue was just once they were putting the tires, the wheels and tires back on, because how BMW is set up, it's a pain in the butt to try to get everything back on without having to lean it on that actual plate so you can get a good alignment to put the stud back in. Pain in the butt. That's why a lot of people do wheel stud conversions on the BMWs, because it's just a pain in the butt to have to hold it in place and try to align it properly. Doesn't really make sense, but that's what happened. So he's like, try it like this. We're not going to do the axles right now. At that point, we had already spent way too much time looking over the car and doing the stabilizer bars. Another thing that I have bought maybe over a year ago that I have never got to actually installing: stabilizer bars, fronts and the front and the rears. I got the Eibach ones. I know that they have the what's the blue brand? They have Eibach, and they have, you guys know it. What is it? The blue brand, and it is, I don't know. Somewhere down in the comments below. I totally forgot what it's called. Like, I got a brain fart. Totally forgot what it's called. It's really killing me right now. Like, I really do want to find out what the name of this is. I totally forgot. Like, I have a complete huge brain fart. It's Eibach and the blue brand. Eibach is red. There's a blue brand. It's blue. They're always blue. Oh, 1 second. H&R. H&R. Why I forgot that. Why it was bothering me so much to even stop the video, pull out my phone, and look for it, beats me. Okay, it's probably my OCD. Like, I even put the L out. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. It's not. I got the Eibach. I know H&R is a huge brand. It's a really big and popular one. And Eibach might be right underneath H&R. I don't know. I like Eibach because they are solid. I believe, and don't quote me on this, I believe they're made in Germany. But also so are H&Rs, I believe. Okay, I haven't done no research on springs and things like that in quite some time. And for the M340, I went with MMRs. I did not go with Eibach or H&Rs. I did not. I went with MMR lowering springs on the M340. And then for this suspension, I have ST's, which is a lower brand of KW's, same brand, same company, but just without the galvanized steel. And that's the only difference. It's the only difference between KW's and ST's. Non-galvanized steel. But here in Florida, it doesn't rust. I don't have rusting issues, so I don't have to worry about galvanized steel and pay quadruple the price when it's the same product without the coating. Now, if I really did want to be OCD and galvanize my own steel, it's going to be cheaper to get the ST's, go to a metal shop or whatever, they galvanize the whole product, and then give me the back give me back the coilovers. I didn't want to do that because, again, I'm in Florida, it doesn't rust over here, so I'm good off that. Didn't need to waste the extra money. I'm good. These springs, super solid, super dope. I don't feel like I need to have $3,000 coilovers to run this build. So I went with like $1,000 STs that are still adjustable. They're still coilovers. They just don't have the dampening adjustability. But I wasn't going to be messing with that anyways. I like how it feels. It's pretty smooth. It's soft. It's not bouncy. So I'm good. I'm good. I don't need to change coilovers or even go to springs or anything like that. So yeah. So now back to what I was originally saying. Let's see if I remember what I was even saying. Okay, yeah. Was at the mechanic shop. We put on the stabilizer bars front and back. He told me, or he asked me what I wanted to do. I told him, yo, let's just hold off. I'm going to try to get my drive shaft, or the upgraded drive shaft. I found a place that has, dependent on how strong I want it, all right, for lack of a better term, how strong I want it, it can take up to 2 weeks. Not bad. Not bad at all, considering that the drive shaft shop took about 10 weeks for my axles. Super crazy long wait. But yeah, the axles took forever. So if they do have everything in stock and it's gonna be something straightforward, and if they have the materials in house, 2-day turnaround time. I'm not gonna mention them yet because I haven't actually gone to them. I did speak to them 2 times. I did get a price quote. They did tell me the turnaround time. It sounds super solid. Sounds like they're very knowledgeable, knows what they're talking about. I actually haven't seen anybody using them, nor sponsoring them, or talking about them or anything. It's based off my own research, off of the reviews that I've seen on their website and things like that. So I'm just going to take one for the team and I'm going to try it. It's about the same price as the drive shaft shop would actually charge me, but the drive shaft shop, one, they're really not willing to try with my drive shaft because I've tried contacting them, and 2, they're really not into doing drive shafts right now. They rather do axles. So it seems like the drive shaft shop is no longer a fitting name for them if only they're doing axles. So I did speak with the owner. He said, hey, if we do it, it's going to take super long. You're going to have to send me an original drive shaft because we haven't done it before, which I was okay with. So I bought a secondary drive shaft just to send it out. But the 10-week turnaround time, and then them telling me that, well, we're not really focused on drive shafts right now, we're doing axles, kind of just put me in a pickle. So now I have to do my own research, find another place, and I'm going to test them out. I'll let y'all know when I actually go through with it, when I actually talk to them, if they are willing to, do it. I mean, they said they would, or if they're actually willing to do it, they said they would do it. So it's just a matter of me actually getting the money, going over there, and taking in the drive shaft. Now, the best part of it is they're local. They're about 10 minutes from my job. So amazing, super cool, super dope. Excited about that, and can't wait to actually get the drive shaft done. So right now, that's what we're waiting for. I spoke to my mechanic. He said he's going to do the limited slip differential, which I do have. He's going to do the axles, the drive shaft, and all the bushings for the control arms, things like that, all at the same time. Price wise, I'm not going to say that yet because he did give me a price, but I didn't mention to him the actual bushings, so I'm sure that's going to increase the price on the whole job. So as for the actual car, like I said, it's driving right now. I don't hear the noise. I could probably go and do a pull, but at like 60 and up, the car is shaking like nobody's business. It is shaking like nobody's business. I have no idea why. I don't think anybody knows why right now because nobody's really looked at it. The mechanic that looked at the axle also looked at my drive shaft. Coincidentally, he looked at my drive shaft and said that there's a lot of play on there, that the drive shaft flange needs to be replaced because everything is loose and it's all moving around and it shouldn't be moving around. And I was like, well, that makes sense. I'm not 100% sure if that's the actual case, but it makes sense. And if that is the case, then that could possibly be the reason why my car is shaking. Again, don't know. It could be. But because I'm doing a drive shaft upgrade anyways, I don't want to go and get a drive shaft flange, pay him to do the drive shaft flange. So he's going to have to remove the axles, or I don't know if he has to remove the whole drive shaft, but if he does, he needs to remove the axles, remove this, remove that, just for a flange. When I'm going to do the whole axle, or the whole drive shaft anyways, doesn't make sense. So, need to get the drive shaft, take it to him, ready to do the limited slip differential, the drive shaft, the axles, and then the bushing. So that way, it's one bundle price, all done at once, and it's all said and done. Once I have the actual drive shaft on, I'll be ready to make full power, as much power as this turbo or this setup could possibly make. So very excited for that. That's the only thing I really need to do right now, is get the drive shaft and then install everything, because everything else I already have. It's just a matter of installing it. Now the next thing, super disappointed. The next thing is, in the time that I got my car back and I'm still trying to figure out what that noise is, I gave my car to the mechanic so that he can do the brakes, put on my upgraded brakes onto the car, because this car is still running stock factory 535i brakes, which are spongy and they suck and they're trash. And when I drive my M340, I feel a lot safer. When I drive this, I feel like, what the hell have I been driving all this time? It is really that much of a difference. There's a lot of sponge and a lot of play to these brakes versus my M340. So going from one car to another just feels very, very bad in the sense of the feeling of braking. So I gave him my car with my M5 brakes. I got brakes directly off of an M5, and it's supposed to match up, supposed to fit and everything. And then I bought the adapters, those infamous $1,000 adapters that they sell on eBay. Yes, I bought those, and I fitted up to the car. We fitted up to the car, front and rear. Boom. They lined up properly, they fit properly, they look great because they're powder coated in the same purple that I have my intake manifold powder coated in, and it looks amazing. It looks amazing. It looks great. It looks fantastic. Now, lo and behold, go and put the tires on, the drag pack, and it doesn't fit. Okay? The brakes are hitting the inside of the actual wheels. They don't fit. They don't fit. I'm going to repeat that one more time. The M5 brakes that I paid for, right? Paid over $2,000 for them. Then I bought pads for those brakes, EBC yellow stuff. And then I bought, and then I bought the adapters for those brakes, $1,000. I paid to powder coat the calipers. Cool. I paid to powder coat the calipers. And then I paid for new Brembo I don't know if they're dust guards, I don't know if they're dust shields, I don't know if they're piston guards or piston seals, whatever they're called, right? For the calipers, front and rear. Cool. Pay for all that just to not fit on the car. And it's not that they not fit on the car, because they fit on the car. They just don't fit with my drag pack. So, that being said, if anybody is interested in some 535i upgraded brakes from a M5 or M6, let me know. I got some brakes, alright? It's calipers, rotors, pads, steel braided lines. I'll even throw in some racing brake fluid for you, whatever I had left. And what else is it? And the adapters, right? Did I already say that? I don't know. Quite disappointing, right? So I spent about 4K, a little over 4K for these brakes for me to then not be able to use them. Oh my God. How disappointing. So I was in the middle of a pickle, right? In the middle of a pickle. Because right now it's either, hey, well, I get a new drag pack, or I get some new brakes. Can you guys guess what I opted for? New brakes. Why would I get a new drag pack, right? When I'll probably spend more on a new drag pack with bead locks in the back than I would for some brakes. So now I'm going to go with a small brake kit. 100% completely custom, never before done with this company. So what did they need? They needed my, anybody guessed it? Spindle and hub and the knuckles or whatever, right? For the front and the rear. Oh, good, great. So I can pay my mechanic to get my car, keep it on his lift for over 2 weeks, pay him to keep the car there for over 2 weeks, taking up a lift, slowing down his business, and I could spend that type of money and just wait for the brakes, then pay for the brakes to get done. Or I can buy the same exact parts. All right, I called my boy at BMW, got the part numbers, and I just looked for the parts on eBay. One of them was about 100 something, the other one was about 80 something. Spent less than $200 on both of them and got them shipped directly to the brake company. That route is what I took. I wasn't going to pay my mechanic to keep my car there for over 2 weeks, waste more money doing that, taking up a space at his shop and doing that type of stuff. It didn't make sense to do. So bought the front and the rear spindle and hub and knuckles or whatever, sent it to the shop, and tomorrow I'll be one of the first ones they call, because I'm one of the first ones on their list. They're gonna call me to get the type or the information of the type of brakes I want. Right? This company offers drag brakes, drag racing brakes, super lightweight drag racing brakes. Cool. Once my parts got there, I called in. I spoke to one of the guys there. Super cool dudes, very awesome, very knowledgeable, very helpful. You know, like, it's not one of those people that you feel like they're getting angry because you're asking them questions. Nah, they're actually helpful. So they offer drag brakes with like pinky thin, if not thinner, rotors, or they offer thicker rotors for drag / street car. So I'm gonna opt for drag / street car because I'm still gonna drive it on the street. This is not a strictly drag car. Now I'm waiting for tomorrow for them to get that information from me, actually give them the green light on that setup, and then they're gonna let me know what the price is. When I initially spoke to them, before even going through with sending them anything or buying anything or anything, I hope y'all don't hear that bird. That bird is annoying as hell. But anyways, so before I went through with any of that, they told me that the price is basically going to be the same price that they have for their current products on their website. So I was like, all right, cool. It's not bad. Still going to be spending another about $3K, right? That's just for actually paying them to do the job that they're going to do and then send me the brakes. That's not including what I already paid for the Hyundai, the spindle and the hub, not Hyundai, the spindle and the hub, and not including if I decide that I want to actually powder coat these brakes. Okay. I'm on the fence of not powder coating them. Okay. Not gonna do that anymore. Yes, it only cost $500, but it took too long. Took too long. And I am tired of waiting on this build. I am tired of all the delays, of all the hiccups, of all the bumps in the road. I'm tired. So now I am streamlining. I am heading straight towards the finish line on this build. We're going to do exactly what it requires. No more distractions. No more extra projects or additional random projects. No more cosmetics. I don't care about the cosmetics anymore. The whole rear bumper needs to get replaced because it looks like trash. You think I'm worried about that right now? No. No. Worried about finishing performance, getting it out on the road, racing, putting the numbers down, hopefully making some money safely. I'm coming for y'all. I'm coming for y'all. Y'all B58 boys. I'm coming for y'all. Yes, I own a B58. I think they're awesome. I think they're great. They're fantastic. But why would I put money into an M340 when there's another 1,000 of y'all doing the same thing to the same damn car? Y'all gonna be building about the same type of, the same kind of build, making the same kind of horsepower, okay? And you're gonna be competing against y'all, yourselves. Me, I'm gonna come with the underdog, right? The pre-B58, the N55. It's no longer an N55. It's an R55. I made that shit mine. It is no longer an N55. I don't know if somebody's gone this deep into this build, but I have, and I will continue to. So, like I said, I'm trying to make money and then rebuild the whole kit. Rebuilding the full turbo kit from scratch. I want to go completely custom, better fitment, better user-friendly parts or whatever, or just, you know, just something that makes more sense, because it seems like this kit was made with a different F10, because a lot of things did not match up. They did not line up. A lot of customizing had to be done, and I paid a lot of extra money for those customizations and those extra fabrications in order to make this actual kit fit to my car. I spoke to Juan at Big Boost. He helped me out with it. He said that the shop is doing it wrong, that it should have been 100% matching up, and it should have fit without any issues or any customizing or any fabrications. Okay, cool, maybe. But I've also heard a lot of other people have to do the same things because it just doesn't match up properly, doesn't fit properly, it doesn't align properly. Maybe the kits are getting better now. Maybe. I don't know. But I will give the fabricator my car. Okay? They will have my car. They will build the kit directly, specifically to my specific car with the parts that I currently have on there. So that way, there is no more issues customizing, fabricating. It's going to be a completely custom kit for this car. And that's what I'm planning to do with this build. I don't know how long I've been talking for, but my mouth is dry, my lips are dry. And I feel like I've been talking for a long time. So, I'm going to cut it right there. Right, I'm gonna cut it right there. Alright, yeah, so I had to take a little break because, like I said, I was talking a lot. Mouth is dry, lips are dry. Yes, I put some BMW'S on. But anyways, bro, it's been a nightmare. It's been a nightmare with the 5 Series. It's been a long road. It's been a long journey. But we're finally slowly getting there. Right? We're getting there. We are getting there. So, just a little bit more time, y'all. Just a little bit more time. Trust me, believe me. I'm a lot more eager than any of y'all. I really want to get this thing done already. I really want to get it back on the road and racing for real. But it takes time. Now, on better news of things, I got a new key for the car. I got a new key. And this is the key for the car. I'll show y'all. Boom. Okay. This is the key to the car. Now, the reason why it's blue, I painted it blue. I just want to put that out there. It does not come blue. It does not come blue. You cannot get blue. If you want it blue, I'll paint it for you, and I'll probably have to charge you something extra because I really don't paint. I'm not a painter. It's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be, oh my God, it looks like it came out from a factory. But it'll look good. And it'll be blue. The same blue that's actually in my engine. That's why I chose that blue, right? Because it's the same blue that's on my valve cover. I wanted to, you know, kind of like add a different color instead of more purple. But I do have an extra piece of that metal where I can take it to the paint shop. What's it called? It's called the powder coating shop. And they can actually make it purple for me. But right now I'm sticking with the blue. It works great. It has no issues. And bro, the sun keeps coming in, so that's why I need to turn more and more. By the end of this video, y'all gonna see me. I'm gonna turn all the way this way. But anyways, it's a dope key, man. I painted it blue because I wanted it to match the blue in my engine bay, instead of the purple, because there's already a lot of purple, and the brakes were supposed to be purple too. So I went with the blue. Now it works 100%. There's no issues with it. I don't know if y'all can see, but right now the car is unlocked. So we're just gonna quickly lock it, right? And then we're gonna unlock, and it works fine. It works fine. Everything works. I don't want to turn on the alarm, and I definitely don't want to go open the trunk, because then I have to get back outside the car and close the trunk, because my carbon fiber trunk doesn't close automatically. I have to sit there and hold it. So no, I'm not going to show you how it all works, but it works. Lock. Unlock. It works. So yeah, man. Now I do have the same key for my M340, not painted in blue, and I actually have it in a nice little case like this one, carbon fiber case, just to kind of match some of the carbon fiber bits on the car. I do not want to go carbon fiber with this key, because I'm then gonna get confused which key is which, since it doesn't expose what would be the blue part on the other key. So yeah, M340 and 5 Series. That worked. That got done. That was nice. That was a nice, like, hooray. The brakes didn't. The brakes didn't work. The balancing on the wheels didn't work. Replacing the axles, well, that was a failed mission, and I feel like a lot of time wasted, so that was a fail. I paid to align the trunk, by the way. I paid an actual body shop. It's not perfect. There's still a gap. It's not water going in, so that's good, but it's still a gap. And You guys want to see the gap? Yeah, I'll show y'all the gap. I'll show y'all the gap. Let me get out the car. I'm gonna stop being lazy. I'm gonna get out the car for y'all, and I'm gonna show y'all the gap that I am talking about. So, 1 second. All right, y'all. So we are at the trunk, and look at that. Look at that. Here they go. But Rude, where's the gap? Oh, well, besides this, me needing to redo this, right? Because the whole front came off. That's not the gap that I'm talking about. It's this one. Yeah. Yeah. Night and day. Night and day, is it not? Yep. I'd say so. I'd say so. Oh, can you fit a finger in there? Almost. Almost. Alright. Almost. That's a huge gap of Rooney. Even if you push it down, that's a huge gap of Rooney right there. Yep. Yep. Somebody wanted to go ahead and doodle on my goddamn car. Anyways, so yeah, that's what it's looking like. You know, overall, I mean, it doesn't look bad, and I do still save weight, but yeah. All right, y'all. So this is gonna be the end to the video. I did notice one thing, right? Like I'm not gonna leave y'all out in the dark. I know that you know that I know that you want to know about the new wheels and tires I'm talking about. The drag pack. Well, yeah, I do have a drag pack, and they are new wheels and tires, which have not been yet seen on any video. But this is not the video. This is not the video for that. So I am gonna do a video of the wheels and tires and where I got them from, the drag pack. But like I said, it's not time for that. This is not the video for that. I will make a video, so I do got y'all. I know y'all gonna want to see it. I want y'all to see it. I want y'all to want to see it. Because I'm super excited about them. They look amazing. They look good. And I really do think they make a huge difference, because I have done, I believe, 1 to 2 pulls with the setup. And wow, there was like literally no slip at all. Like, so very excited about that. Very excited to show y'all which wheels and tires I have. And as I mentioned, yes, I do have bead locks for the rears. So y'all stay tuned, man. I am going to make another video for y'all soon. I've just been kind of waiting to get some more content for y'all, rather than keep telling y'all, hey, the car's still down, right? So there was a little bit of content here. Like I said, the key was made. There's new brakes on the way. I'd have, I guess, the M5 conversion kit for sale, or the brakes conversion kit for sale, whatever. And I did do another thing to the car myself, which I'm pretty proud of, but again, I'm not going to show y'all that in this video, because this video has gone way too long. So see you on the next one, man. Just wanted to make a quick update and make sure that I didn't spend too much time offline, and let y'all know that I have not forgot about y'all. There's just one person that did ask me for a mod list, and for the mod list and where I got them from for the M340. I will do that. I will do that. I was already thinking about what all do I have and where I got them from. So bro, I'm gonna try my best. I'm not gonna promise you. Not gonna promise you that I'm gonna remember everything. And honestly, if it's too hard to even find the history of the things that I bought in my email, I'm just we're gonna have to wing it here. I'll tell you what it is though, and you'll look for it, and I'll tell y'all my methods of where and why I buy parts from where I get them from, at what price I get them from, because I only look for good deals. Okay, I am the most, what do you call it? I don't know. I like budget, right? I like buying things at a good price. I'll wait for deals. I'll call companies. You got a coupon code? Is there a sale coming? Sometimes wait for Black Friday, right? I'm that dude. I don't just buy it from a specific website because they're my favorite website. No, first off, none of these websites are sponsoring me, so I have no reason to say, hey, strictly go to these people alone. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Once you guys sponsor me, yeah, maybe. But at the end of the day, I'm always going to push for look for the best price. Look for the same product, right? You find a product you like, you get the SKU number or the product number, you put it on Google. Go into the shopping tab, see who has the best price. If there's a discount code on a specific website, match it to the lowest priced website. Is it lower than that one? Which one has free shipping? Because free shipping does matter. Because if you pay $20, $30, $40 for shipping, then the price is going to increase. So that's how I do my shopping. That is how I get really good prices on things. And I use Facebook Marketplace. I don't mind getting a used aftermarket part, as long as I know that it's still going to be good or it makes sense to get it used. For example, my drag pack, 100% used. Yes, it is used, but was it scratched? No road rashes, no nothing. I saved over $3,000 on buying it used. Why get it brand new when at the end of the day it's just going to sit on your car and you're going to race with them, right? Why have to get them brand new? I didn't. I saved a lot of money. I got them for a great price, a steal of a deal, and I'm very happy with my purchase. So next video I will show y'all what I did, how I did it, why I did it, and some of the other things that have been added to the car. So until next time, y'all stay tuned.